Energized show, up the Irish.
Okay, what's going on, guys, and welcome to a brand new episode of Energized. Ross, introduce the guest, man.
Today we have undefeated Invicta strawweight. It's the one and only Mama B. It's Shauna Bannon. Shauna, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Sure. Can't complain. We're flying it. We're looking forward to the 28th of September, the big debut. How much are you looking forward to it?
Buzzing. Biggest fight in my life, and I feel great. The fittest I've ever been, best shape I've ever been in, and everything's just on point leading up to it.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You actually are by far the best shape we've ever seen you in. Tell us about that. What have you been doing differently for this fight?
I think the first time that I fought strawweight for my pro debut was my first time making that weight in a while. So there was a few hiccups along the road, but I learned a lot from that camp, and I just enforced it into this camp and worked hard and grafted, and there was no cheating. The just started about 10 weeks out with the diet, and I was just super strict. So yeah, I'm in a good place now. I've not that much to go, and with a week out, so yeah, buzzing.
Unreal. And Shauna, we've seen you have many famous women in this fight camp. We've seen you over Next Gen with Molly McCann. We've seen you brought Ash Daly up to hula and martial arts. Did you go really all out to get those extra hard rounds in for this camp?
Yeah, like I think it's important to kind of get yourself tested with other females, and obviously Ash has been at the very top where I want to go. She actually fought on Invicta as well, and the UFC. Paddy walked her out for her Invicta fight, which is mad because now he's coming back to do it with me. I think it's pretty cool. So like it was actually more details that I was getting from her. I was just picking her brain because she's unreal at arm bars. So I was picking her brain for details on the arm bars, and she just helped me so much information and knowledge. And then with Molly, we always get tough rounds in together. So yeah, they're definitely needed in camp.
And true or false, you made her Irish. Molly McCann. You made her wear the green.
She's actually she has loads of Irish relatives that she's only like figuring them all out over the past little while. So yeah, she up there.
Yeah, one of us, eh?
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly, yeah.
You need to get her the glasses, and you need to get me the glasses as well, because I still haven't got them.
Molly actually has two pairs.
You gave it to Molly and not me.
Well,
she threatened us over in London. Like we had to do it.
I know where you live. I'll be knocking on your door.
Okay, don't tell anyone else. Yeah. No, we'll definitely. No, that's something we definitely have to sort out, Shauna. The birthday's coming up soon, so we'll sort it out. But that picture with you, Ash, Carndog, and Paddy, like there was something about that. That seems like that photo will like sort of live on in Irish MMA history. There's something about that photo that's very iconic.
100%. I think it's like look at what Ash and Paddy have done, and then me and Sarah are the future. That's so like we're grown to be and go where they were. Do you know what I mean? So it's so close to home, and it's great to have that around me. Do you know what I mean? They not grew up together, but they grew in the MMA scene together, and me and Sarah are doing the same. So yeah, pretty cool photo.
Yeah, I think it's like a passing of the torch, really, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, steady.
Yeah.
And did she give you any outside advice, like bar the arm bars, which now we're dying to see get an arm bar?
I've been catching them loads lately, but I see when I'm in MMA and I get excited, if I'm in an arm bar position, I'm like I'll switch to mount and get shots. Do you know what I mean? But you never know where the fight may go. But yeah, so I've been catching a lot of arm bars lately.
I love the way Shauna's like, I'm getting excited, so I start milling her in the face.
Yeah, like elbows over a submission. Yeah, obviously.
No, I think everyone gets excited anytime Shauna Bannon has a fight lined up, and that's why Shauna competes on Invicta FC 49 on September the 28th. It's live in the Sugar Creek Casino on a Wednesday. Shauna, do you want to tell the people how they're going to be able to tune in to watch you remain undefeated?
Yes, so it'll be live on YouTube and Facebook, and then there's another
Access TV and the Fight Network.
Yeah, there you are. So
don't worry, we got your back as always.
There's 4 options to check it out. I'm not sure what time I'm fighting at yet, but once I know, I'll keep you posted on my Instagram and Twitter and that.
And you know what that means, Shauna? There's no excuse not to watch it.
Yeah, you better all be setting the alarms.
Yeah. Well, Shauna, you're probably one of the most and best fighters in the country. Anytime you have a fight, there's always like an absolute there's almost like a bank holiday in the country when you have a fight. Like what's the sort of feeling like now? You're like a week out from the big fight. Like what's the sort of feedback you're getting from the people like looking forward to seeing you compete?
Yeah, like I think today actually when I was in the gym earlier on, it was like everyone was wishing me good luck and all that. It was kind of like kicking in. I was like, yeah, it's happening. I think when I get over there, it'll be more kind of real. Do you know what I mean? But it's just taking off the last little bit of the camp. Like all the hard work is done. Now it's just about kind of getting the weight down and staying focused and getting the job done.
And then obviously, Shauna, you're a single mother, like Jace is the light of your life. But just getting on a plane, going over to fight, does that make it really real for you that like you're doing all this for him?
Yeah, 100%. Like it's definitely tough. I thought about bringing him, but it wouldn't really be fair on him with the time difference and the long flights and all. So maybe the
Couldn't fit in
next
the
one he might
suitcase.
come. Yeah, I know. I wish I could because like we both get separation anxiety from each other, like literally. But I'm doing this for him and like I'm on the first flight home after the fight. So I'll be straight home to him with that win and we can celebrate with loads of chocolate and pizza.
Well, you know what to say. This is business, you know what I mean, and like,
Yeah,
this is your career, and you have to leave no stone unturned and stuff like that. And if you did bring him over with you, you might be worried about him and stuff over there. Like, is he all right? As opposed to you can go over there and solely concentrate on yourself.
yeah, 100%. I can switch off from mommy mode for a few days and just focus on the fight, which I need to do anyways. Like normally on fight week at home, my mom will move in and she'll like if he wakes during the night, whatever, she helps with that. And so like it's the same except I just don't get to see him in between my sessions and that will be hard because it's like I done it for the IMAFs, and it was tough. But now that he's that little bit older, we have that kind of like more of a connection now. Do you know what I mean? So,
He's more
um,
aware.
yeah, and that as well. Yeah, like he'd be calling me, asking for me, and all that. But yeah, it's gonna be tough, but it'll be worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, ever since he's been born, it's nothing but success. So long may that last.
Yeah, 8-0 by, or 9-0 by the end of the year, as a man.
This
That's
one's
the
like going
plan.
to be very, very, very interesting, Sean. Like in the build-up, we've had like the lads that are going to be competing in the IMAFs coming up soon. We just had Jessica Penny and Angela Hill on as well, who are also used to compete in Invicta, and we were discussing like the experience, getting a lot of experience in as an amateur, and the way you've like traveled the world, and now this should just be like second nature to you now.
Yeah, like I've been traveling the world fighting my whole life. Like I know no different. I've literally gone. I've been in so many countries, and I don't even like. It's like they don't even register with me where I am in the world because I go. I'm in the hotel. I'm in the sports hall, and then I'm home. Do you know what I mean? Like it's what I've done my whole life. It doesn't matter where it is in the world. I just go get the win, and yeah, that's it. Keep growing.
Yeah, you're absolutely just in your element when the lights are shining brightest.
Yeah. When that my walk song comes on, and I'm walking out, that's me. This is my happiest place. Do you know what I mean? The weight cut and all that is the tough part, but when I'm going out to fight, I'm enjoying every second of that.
What's the walkout tune this time?
Foggy Joe.
There we go. Exclusive, Ross. That's an exclusive.
Yeah, it is an exclusive.
She's walking out the McGregor tune.
Because I'm gonna go psycho.
Nothing new there. Nothing new there, Shauna.
Run into that on repeat the past few weeks. Literally, and the eyeballs are bulging out my head. I'm like, oh, Nadia Vera is dead.
No, it definitely does seem to be the bigger and brighter stage, the more you shine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, 100%. Like I'll miss the crowd, I'll miss you, like I really will. But it'd be nice to kind of switch off and just get into. That's why that's that song. When I have a crowd, I want a song that everyone's about, like buzzing to it as well. Do you know what I mean? But this one's just going to get me in the zone because there's not going to be anyone there that I know. Me, Paddy, and Sarah, we're going to go over and just get the job done. But yeah, I definitely will miss the crowd. The A team, we are, aren't we?
The Dublin 24 hit squad.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine after in the airport the amount of the Bannon army there in the airport picking us up.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait for that moment coming home to Jace. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and also you have to say fair
With the
play to
win.
Paddy as well, because he just had another newborn there. So congrats, Paddy.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're watching, and
and
fair play to Chelsea as well, because Paddy leaves a bleeding army behind when he goes, and that's just the kids.
Yeah, the two of them, like I'd be lost without them, because like what she does, like for him, and I think is Andrew moving in with her? Gary Rooney's ma. I think she might be moving in for the week to help her out with the kids, with the army. She nearly has a football team now at this stage.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it! No, it absolutely is unbelievable. We touched on details and advice you went through with Ash Daly, and recently Molly McCann spoke of how she actually reached out to Connor when she's after finding all this fame. Has Molly told you anything about, like, getting this this push and getting a bit of fame? As she discussed dealing with that with you or anything like that?
No, not really. I do think she mentioned it was after the last fight, the first spinning elbow. Like she was like no, nobody prepares you for this side of it. And our girlfriend was saying this to me as well. But yeah, no, it is like I can imagine, like it's your life literally changes overnight, and that's what like I love about MMA, because it's like you can change your life overnight, even in a fight. Like you could be getting battered for the whole fight, and you could miss someone or knock them out, and it's such an exciting sport in every aspect, inside and outside. Can change your life in seconds. And yeah, I'd say like her now, there's a lot going on. Like, do you know what I mean? But she seems to be staying focused on her next fight and doing well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, like I'd say the similar personality traits in yourself, that like Molly's actually so down to earth that like she would stop and talk to every single person, and like that can take a lot of energy out of you know what I mean? So you have to be prepared for that. So it's a lot. Like she can barely probably go down to the shop to get a pint of milk.
Yeah, no, even like when we'd be getting Ubers to train, and like all the taxi men know her, and like even she was saying she went out one night and she was like, it was just so much, like we were just trying to have our meal, and like everyone kept coming over asking for photos and all. And it is like when you want to just like chill and have food with your family and friends, like I can imagine like it's fucking heavy. Everyone bleeding, coming over asking for photos all the time. Some people don't think of the other side of it as well, you know. They're just excited because they're like, oh, there's Molly, I want to get a photo or whatever. But yeah, it is. It's definitely something to adapt to.
Yeah, especially people, if you ever want a photo with someone and they're eating, don't ask. Let them finish their food first.
Yeah, especially if they're
hanging out of the mouth. Yeah.
Well, Molly has Drake and The Rock now blowing up her phone, and Shauna Bannon.
Did you see the Rolex?
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah.
It's on every second Instagram story. Don't worry about it if you haven't seen it yet.
She's like that with the wrist. Oh, do you know my fellas when they're driving the cars and they're trying to get a photo and they get their watches in? I'm like, that's Molly where I think she's like,
Look, Molly in, lads.
Shauna, we get back into the 28th of September, Invicta FC 49. You're taking on Nadia Vera, who's 3-0-1. When you got the name, what did you think, and what are you expecting on Wednesday?
Like, I think she's a tough opponent. Like I've watched her fight. She was on the IMF scene when I was as well. She's hard. She's tough. I don't think that there's anywhere that I'm gonna be in major difficulty. It's gonna be a good fight. But I reckon I'll finish her in the second round.
Yeah, because obviously, like we touched on, like you're in the best shape of your life. You've left no stone unturned. You've got the hard rounds in. What tools do you reckon you've sharpened most for this camp?
I'm not going to be giving away that now, just in case he's listening. Everything's sharper, though. Everything's sharper.
Yeah, that's what we like to see. That's what we like to see.
Yeah.
But Natalie, if you listen,
what's going to happen?
If you listen to the earlier part about the arm bars, it's actually the triangles that she's been practicing.
Well, they lead into each other, don't they? So they actually, I do end up one to another.
No,
giving away on the secret sauce. Typical.
We absolutely love it. Before we went live on this and hit record, Shauna's mom Elaine came in and said she was going to win by knockout via head kick. Shauna, how do you think you're going to win?
You never know. That might happen. It might be a head. It might be a body. You don't know. See what happens on the day.
Yeah, well, we're expecting like massive things from yourself, and we're expecting a spectacular finish as per usual. Barry, how do you think this one's going to go?
No, I mean, anytime Shauna fights, it's always really exciting. You can just feel in the atmosphere, like from being there a few times, watching her family, like the whole like arena erupts. So like it is very exciting. Like, and I love the way you promote your fights as well, like on your social medias. Like you're always showing your food, showing your commitment, going to all your sessions, and you're absolutely shredded right now as well. So I don't know how you're gonna like lose more weight, but like when it's fight week, you're totally tuned in. And even the last time when you got up in the cage and you just like roared at the camera, like I think I still have nightmares over that, Sean. But,
PTSD.
yeah, but no, like I'm buzzing to see you go over. I saw you're getting a videographer as well for a mini documentary.
Hopefully,
over there.
if there's anyone, it'd be just nice to kind of because I have a little thing going on now, so it'd be nice to the fella that's doing it for me over here can't travel, so it'd be good to try to get some footage over there. If anyone wants to help out.
Yeah,
no, that's just great. Hopefully you get someone sorted. Hopefully Invicta can get a bit of footage of you, even because you're definitely one of their future stars. That what's called they should definitely be hitching their bandwagon to you anyway. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, that's it.
But
they haven't had an Irish star in a while.
Before we wrap things up, Shauna, is there anyone you need to give a special shout out to?
Just shout out to all my family and friends for helping me this camp. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. I love you all. And all my sponsors, my loyal sponsors. I'd be so lost without you as well. So grateful.
Yeah, Baz, as you put it, she's got a camp and a half behind her, inside and out of the cage. Shauna, look, best of luck over in Oklahoma. We know you're going to bring back the W, and we'll look forward to seeing you go on that run for the title in Invicta. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to catch all the Energized content because it is awesome. And as always, stay energized.
Energized show, up the Irish. Been sussing you guys a couple of times. I've seen a couple of clips. I think you've done some interviews with Dylan Moran and that I saw. So keep going, keep up the good work, guys.